So now we are going to continue with the analysis of the Merchant of Venice, Act 2, Scene 7. This takes place in Belmont. It's the secondary plot, and we will see how the Prince of Morocco, or what is the choice of the Prince of Morocco. Okay, so let us listen to this scene. Give me a second. So there is a small curtain covering the caskets, yes. So that's why Portia says, go, draw aside the curtains and discover the several caskets to his noble prince. Now make your choice. So the moment she draws the curtains open, yes, the prince has to make a choice, okay? So let us listen to this. Give me a second.
And Salarino.
Give me a second.
Enter Antonio. Who's there?
Now make your choice.
Okay, now make your choice. So this is line 4, yes?
First of gold, who this inscription bears, who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. The second, silver, which this promise carries, as much as he deserves. This third, dull lead, with warning all is blunt. Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. How shall I know if I do choose the right?
Okay, up to here, he's different caskets that he sees. The first of gold, so the first casket, yes, is made of gold, and it has an inscription that says, who chooses me shall gain what many men desire. The second is made of silver, yes, and there is a promise there, that a small inscription that says, who chooses me shall get as much as he deserves. And the third is made of lead, plomo, of dull lead, yes, with a warning, yes, an inscription that reads as a warning that says, who chooses me must give and hazard all he has and risk all he has. And he wonders, how should I know if I do choose the right? Let us continue listening. Give me a second. So the answer, while I wait for
The one of them contains my picture, Prince. If you choose that, then I am yours withal.
Some god direct my judgment. Let me see.
Okay, so how is he going to know whether he has won or not? So Portia replies to this and she says, the one of them contains my picture, Prince. So the correct casket is the one in which you will find a picture of Portia. Yes, if you choose that one, and you find the picture inside, you will be the winner, okay? So, of course, the Prince of Morocco doesn't know what to do, and he will deliver on the different reasons why he should choose one or the other.
I will survey the inscriptions back again. What says this leaden casket? Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath.
Okay, up to here, yes, he goes to the lead, the lead casket, yes, and he reads the inscription again. Who chooses me must give and risk all he has. And he says, must give, for what? For lead. So I will not risk anything for lead. Hazard for lead, risk for lead. This casket threatens. So this is threatening. For men that hazard all, do it in hope of fair advantages. A golden mind stoops not to shows of dross. I'll then nor give nor hazard aught for lead. So I will not risk everything that I have just for lead, okay? So let us see what he thinks about. Now he's going to consider the silver casket.
What says the silver with her virgin hue? Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. As much as he deserves. Pause there, Morocco, and weigh thy value with an even hand. If thou beest rated by thy estimation, thou dost deserve enough, and yet enough may not extend so far as to the lady. And yet to be afeard of my deserving were but a weak disabling of myself. As much as I deserve, why, that's the lady. I do in birth deserve her, and in fortunes, in graces, and in qualities of breeding. But more than these, in love I do deserve. What if I strayed no farther, but chose here?
Okay, so now what he says, yes, is he's contemplating this inscription that says, "Who chooses me shall get as much as he deserves." Yes, as much as he deserves. What's there? So wait a second, Morocco, and weigh your value with an even hand. So be aware of your own value. Yes, self-assess yourself. Yes. And then he says, if I am judged for my reputation, then maybe I don't deserve her. But if I am judged because of my nobility rank, then I do deserve her because I'm a prince. Yes. And he hesitates. Yes, he says, should I choose this one? Should I keep thinking about it? Yes, let's continue and see what is his final decision.
Let's see once more this saying graved in gold. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. Why, that's the lady. All the world desires her. From the four corners of the earth they come to kiss this shrine, this mortal breathing saint. The Hyrcanian deserts and the vasty wilds of wide Arabia are as thoroughfares now for princes.
Okay, up to here. So the golden one says, who chooses me shall gain what many men desire. What? Why? Well, that's the lady. Why here means well. So what is it that many men desire? Portia, that's the lady. All the world desires her. From the four corners of the earth, they come to kiss this shrine, this object of prize, this mortal breathing saint. This is the way in which he describes Portia, yes? And then if we skip a couple of lines and go to line 47, as over a brook to Cypria Portia, the following line, one of these, well, so he contemplates the golden one because it's everyone desires Portia, yes? So who chooses me shall gain what many men desire, yes? So he again starts making a brief analysis of which one he should choose. He says, one of these three contains her heavenly picture. Is it like that lead contains her? Is it possible that inside the lead casket, yes, Portia's portrait can be found? And he replies to himself, it were damnation, so it would be a sin, yes, to think so base a thought. It were too gross to rip her cerecloth in the obscure grave, so it wouldn't be nice, yes, to use a simple word, to have her portrait inside a simple basic lead casket, yes? It would be like a grave, yes? Or shall I think in the silver she is immured, or shall I think that she is inside the silver one, being 10 times undervalued to trade gold, being so little next to gold? Oh, sinful thought, never so rich a gem was set in worse than gold. They have in England, well, he goes on about the topic. So finally, when he gets to, he talks about the gold and the coins in England. That's not important. Yes, but if you go to line 60, he says, here do I choose and thrive I as I may. So finally, he makes his decision. What do you think it is? What would have you chosen? Yes, there, take it, prince, and if my form lie there, then I am yours. Morocco unlocks the gold casket. So his final decision was the golden casket. Let's see what was inside the golden casket. Okay, let's continue listening a bit more.
Or shall I think in silver she's immured, being 10 times undervalued to tried gold. O sinful thought! Never so rich a gem was set in worse than gold. They have in England a coin that bears the figure of an angel stamped in gold, but that's insculped upon. But here an angel in a golden bed lies all within. Deliver me the key, here do I choose, and thrive I as I may.
There, take it, Prince, and if my form lie there, then I am yours.
Here comes
He unlocks
the
the
reply.
golden casket.
O hell! What have we here? A carrion death, within whose empty eye there is a written scroll. I'll read the writing.
Okay, so he opened the casket and he found a carrion death. What is a carrion death? It's a bear skull, una calavera, okay? And inside his eye, his empty eye, there is a scroll of paper. Yes, there is a written scroll. So he will read what the writing says, okay?
All that glisters is not gold. Often have you heard that told. Many a man his life hath sold, but my outside to behold. Gilded tombs do worms enfold. Had you been as wise as bold, young in limbs, in judgment old, your answer had not been enscrolled. Fare you well, your suit is cold.
So what do you think is the final resolution? Remember that we needed to find Portia's portrait. Here we haven't found Portia's portrait. We found a bear skull, yes? And in this written scroll, it says, all that glisters is not gold. See, the famous quotation, no todo lo que brilla es oro. That's Shakespeare, okay? He was the first to write that quotation that maybe was a common saying at that time, but it was Shakespeare, the one who first wrote it, yes? So he chose because of the appearance, yes? So he's getting punished because of that. He says here, the writing says that even tombs are decorated with golden, but inside, with golden decorations, so gold decorations, but inside the tombs, you have just worms, yes, and a corpse, yes. So terrible, because he has to leave, he cannot marry again, and it's simply the worst ending possible for the Prince of Morocco. But we will see what happens with the Prince of Aragon and with Bassanio, who is going to be the last one to make his choice. Yes? What would have you chosen? What do you think that the Prince of Aragon is going to choose? And what do you think that Bassanio is going to choose? Will he make the right choice? Okay, continue watching the videos to find out.